Today we're going to take a look at the iVoter guide to Alaska's elections, specifically the August 20th primary for U.S. Representative at large. Let's look. Okay, here are the candidates. Oh, here's Nick Begich, and they rate him as conservative. Let's see his answers. Let's see. Okay, there's his biography. There's his, okay, he took the quiz. Oh, he strongly agrees that abortion providers, including Planned Parenthood, should not receive taxpayer funds. He strongly agrees. So he wants to, doesn't like chemical abortion. Why do they call chemical abortion? They're idiots who make this up. Oh, he mostly doesn't answer the questions. He doesn't like student loan forgiveness, baggage. So he's one of those Republican nuts. Oh, what is he? Strongly disagrees that, he doesn't want anyone to have to serve gay people. I guess he would take them out of restaurants. That fucking baggage is a homophobe, I think. Okay, well, we're here from the No Labels Party. We just okay, he doesn't answer most of the questions. Even immigration, education, values. He has no values, apparently. He doesn't answer about election, equality. He doesn't care about that shit. He's a Republican. Doesn't even answer on energy. He won't answer personal questions. He won't say if he's convicted of a felony. Maybe Mark Begich raped somebody. I don't know. Maybe he killed somebody. All right, let's go to the next candidate. That's Samuel Klassen, who has no face. And he leans conservative. But you know what? They say he leans conservative. But look, he didn't answer any of the questions. Maybe he too is a convicted felon. Oh, well. Nancy Dahlstrom, she's the lieutenant governor. Trump supports her. Governor Dunleavy supports her. She's also like, Begich is a conservative. The Klassen, I don't know how they tell he leans conservative. Dahlstrom is also conservative. Okay, so from what I've seen before, she doesn't answer any of the questions herself, right? Nothing. She doesn't talk about. She's another one of those Republican motherfuckers who won't say if what personal questions. We don't know. Maybe she was arrested for some grand theft and larceny. Okay, Lady Donna Duchess. Okay, they rate her as what? We didn't see that. Lady Donna Duchess. She sounds like nobility. I think she's run maybe before. Oh, everything's going down to the state Senate races. Excuse me. All right, let's go to Lady Donna Duchess. Let's get a nice picture of her. She's a nice looking lady. She leans liberal, but you know what? I don't think she's answered the questions either. No. She didn't answer. You get the feeling, oh, Richard Grayson, that's our candidate from the No Labels Party. It says he has no party affiliation, but that's wrong. He's a registered member of the No Labels Party, and the Alaska No Labels Party has endorsed him, and he is, far left. They even had to add a special place to show how far left he is. Oh, wow. And guess what? Our candidate, the Alaska No Labels Party candidate, Richard Grayson, actually, They didn't even ask any of the candidates this stuff. Oh, he got a F rating from gun owners when he ran for Congress before. And okay, he strongly disagrees with their opinions, right-wing opinions, anti-abortion, anti-medicine. He, in fact, says I send the abortion drugs through the mail to women who need them, which he does. Elective abortions should be allowed on demand. He wants abortions are free and available to any woman or transgender man who wants one. Okay, that's good. For economy, how would he allow Americans to retain more of their income and wealth? He says he would outlaw billionaires, take their money and give it to everyone else. He says he'd kill billionaires, part 1, and kill billionaires, part 2. That's the end of Elon Musk. Student loan forgiveness. He disagrees that it shifts the burden to those schmucks. And he actually, likes environmental, social, governance ratings. He's like liberal. He's an atheist. He believes in separation in church and state. How radical. That's like in the Constitution. Used to be before the Supreme Court became filled with right-wing nuts. Individuals and business should be required to provide services. Yeah. He does agree with that, meaning everybody, even if it violates their moral and religious beliefs against LGBTQIA plus people or whatever, they have to serve them. Like you come to a restaurant, yeah. It used to be like in civil rights, just saying. Healthcare, government, what should be allowed to require vaccinations? He says people have the right to refuse them, but as long as they don't endanger others. If they do, they should be subject to penalties. He wants essentially Medicare for all, right? It's a right. He favors the U.S. selectively helping countries trying to grow democracy and fight tyranny. None of the other candidates do, apparently, or they won't say so. He thinks the Chinese Communist Party poses a serious threat to the U.S. He's the only, I guess he's as liberal as he is. Apparently, he's the only anti-commie China one. He says Israel is somewhat important. He's a Jew, anti-Zionist, but Israel exists and should be treated like every other nation. What are the causes of decline in the U.S. military recruitment and retention? He says Trump, saying service members are suckers and losers. Immigration, he doesn't really care about the southern border, that people, non-criminals with skills should be allowed to immigrate. He's against school choice and tax credits and vouchers and all that bullshit. He's a public school graduate of the New York City public schools from kindergarten to 12th grade. I support eliminating. No, he doesn't support eliminating the Department of Education. And in values, marriage is a God-ordained. He doesn't believe with that bullshit. Children are the most valuable members. Nah, they're okay, and we should actually treat them a lot better, and we don't have so many children in poverty. But this is God. Are you breathing from gender ideology, which is their crap for transgender, their transphobia? Fuck them. He disagrees that taxpayer funds should be provided gender transition services. Sure, why not? And he has no spiritual beliefs and values. He's an atheist. He agrees people should be allowed to vote without photo ID and the Electoral College should be abolished. He strongly agrees. On equality, he agrees with critical race theory. He learned that at University of Florida Law School in Professor Nunn's race and race relations law class back in the early 1990s. He says biological males should not be allowed He doesn't really, he says transgender women are not biological males. So fuck you. Energy environment? Yes, he believes in man-made climate change and requires urgent political action. He's not, yeah, this is Alaska, you motherfuckers. Uh, Here, they ask this question. What do you believe is the most reliable energy source that will supply the growing demand for electricity? He says the human brain. And then he says he's very liberal. I'm a radical. He thinks the purpose of government, this shows that he's a radical, is to establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. Wow, wonder where he got all that radical propaganda from. He's never been penalized for sexual misconduct in either civil or criminal court. He's never been convicted of a felony. So he is the only candidate running for Congress from Alaska so far that we know is not a convicted felon like Donald Trump or Robert Menendez. Okay, here's John Wayne Howe. They say he's other party. He leans conservative. He's with the Alaskan Independence Party, actually. Apparently, they're too stupid to know that. And again, no, they think, all right, so he's got some things there. So he's the chairman, in fact, so he doesn't answer anything. Okay, I don't know how they got his views. Maybe they use a Ouija board or a medium. Here's Congresswoman Mary Peltola. Okay, so they say she's verified liberal. What does that mean? She's the only one who's verified. I think she's kind of moderate, if you ask me, from the No Labels Party, but she does have some liberal groups that certainly have given her good ratings. The NEA gave her an A, the education. The League of Conservation Voters, Planned Parenthood, all seem to like her. She has 12 endorsements from liberal groups. You can see them here, like Emily's List, Planned Parenthood Action, National Women's Political Caucus, Democratic Majority for Israel, PAC, Jewish Democratic Council of America. They leave out AIPAC. Oh, it's 7 more there. So she's kind of kind of Palestinian, or pro-Israel, I guess. And she didn't answer anything. She's a congresswoman. She got better things to do, right? And in fact, I don't think none of these other people, David R. Ambrose, nonpartisan, they don't even have information on him to rate him. Same thing for Eric Hafner, though we can tell you, I think maybe he said he doesn't answer any of the questions, but he is, in fact, a convicted felon. Maybe they say something about that? Apparently not. Oh, wait, yeah, he was sentenced to 20 years in prison for making threatening communications and calling in false bomb threats. Okay, so he's running for Congress in a bunch of states already, I think. And there they go, the rest of them. Still, we're only up to the H's. Gerald Hikus, he didn't answer anything. They don't know anything about him. Richard von Myers. I guess he likes that German nobility, but no information. Matthew Salisbury, he's a Republican. They don't even say that. So that's apparently that's the end of it. And the rest goes on to state senate, like District B, and they don't even bother with him because he won already because no one's running against him. So, folks, that's the iVoter guide from this nice. They're nice enough to print all Richard Grayson's answers and rate him as far left. So if you want a far left candidate, vote for Richard Grayson, the Alaska No Labels party candidate, in the August 20th primary.